So hello and namaste. This is Dr. Gaurang here, and I'm going to talk to you today about another of a very interesting remedy, a remedy of actually for today's time, and my endeavor to understand newer patterns, and especially when the indicated remedies are failing, how we have to think out of box continues. Today we are going to talk about a very, very interesting remedy. We are going to talk about the remedy prepared from eagle. So we are going to talk about the Haliaethus leucocephalus, the bald eagle. And the provings on this has done by Jeremy Sher, and also Jonathan Shore has written some interesting write-ups, and then there are cases by a lot of our colleagues, and recently I've been using this remedy in few of my cases, and I thought of sharing some interesting patterns worth knowing for our colleagues. What is the main thing about this remedy? The main thing is what I saw is being trapped in this world, or being trapped in two worlds, and this is the pattern of this remedy. It's almost as if this particular person has to move between two worlds. One world is his daily world, which is torturous, which is pathetic, which is suffocating, where he feels totally trapped, where he feels totally stuck. It's harsh, it's cruel. And then it's another world that is there for him, and that is his world of dreams, where he escapes. Where he escapes. And somewhere his entire state depends on his entire kind of phenomena between these two worlds. And this you will see in patients talking about the fact that my world is so cruel, it's so difficult here, my day-to-day life, and my dream is to just leave from here and go to this country, because this country is so peaceful and so much of joy and so much of enjoyment. I want to just go and live there. Or for them, this another world could be sleep or meditation, or sometimes could be substance abuse. Many of this. For me, another world, this is too cruel, too harsh. I feel trapped, and when I take cannabis or hashish or ganja, and I feel free. I escape in another world, as if I rise above all my problems. And this is a very important pattern of this remedy, and the fact that the pattern is rising above difficulties, to rise above, to fly above, to rise high and fly above all the problems and difficulties and negative feelings beyond you. This is a quite significant, because that's what the bald eagle also does. It's a kind of a solitary bird, which is a kind of totally flying high. So that's a very important thing. And this split, this duality, and what Jeremy writes is the kind of a dichotomy. This is a very interesting dichotomy of upward and rising high, and a deep spiral depression, and the conflict state rise somewhere between. It's very interesting, this remedy, because this person is also a dreamer, and that's why very often this could be something like a China, like the Rubiaceae family, or Coffea, or cannabis indica, or just a sulfur. This could be a very important differential diagnosis, because this person has a dream life and is thinking about this dreamy life, and he must move freely between his world of dreams and his day-to-day life. So he's thinking about these dreams, which is an escape from reality, and that's why a very important phenomenon is withdrawal from reality, dreamy state, as if. And that's why all the drug state remedies like cannabis, coffea, Anholinum are very, very interesting remedies here. It's quite an interesting remedy, and just like every other bird remedy, you'll find a lot of patterns. There's a lot of anger also inside them, and it can be a lot of deep anger. And in the provings, one of the things is they can actually get angry and they can kill without feeling regret. So that's the thing, they can, that eagles can actually kill the rabbits, the birds, other birds, for example. So getting angry, striking without regret, this is another pattern of this remedy. There can also be a lot of clairvoyance, but clairvoyance is also there in reptiles and some other bird remedies also. Delusion separated from the world and detached. Delusion crack in his soul. That's another rubric. Reality flight from. Spaced out feeling. Interestingly, this remedy in the provings, and Jeremy also writes about this, that always compare Androctonus to this remedy, because both of them also has a lot of eye symptoms, a lot of, and that eagle has a very, very sharp kind of visual senses, so a lot of vision kind of patterns, myopia, colors, blurred, acute vision, accommodation reflex, a lot of ophthalmic symptoms you'll find. A lot of rheumatic symptoms, tingling, numbness, electric current sensation like phytolacca, you'll find here as well. They are a little less concerned about responsibility and duty compared to, let's say, the red-tailed hawk. Okay, so that's a very important difference, and of course can be compared with anacardium also, Androctonus, syphilinum also, in some cases, I believe so. I think this remedy has a state of this dreamy state, which is very, very true in today's times in so many patients that we see. They can also be very elegant, very majestic, in their energy. This is the other part that you will often see. So this is what I wanted to share with you about this remedy. The kind of painful extremes that this remedy has. On one side, kind of a daily, torturous, harsh, cruel world. And on another side is this escape from reality that he wants or she wants. And this crack in the soul is a very interesting pattern. So a lot to study about this remedy, but a very interesting remedy for today's times. Do write to me about your experiences about this remedy, and I'm happy to learn from you. And I also want to invite you for our new course, which is starting very soon, on autoimmune diseases, where again a lot of bird remedies are worth studying. Also musculoskeletal disorder, a lot of orthopedic problems, the ankylosing spondylitis, the joint issues, the rheumatoid arthritis, along with autoimmune disorder. This is a new course starting in December. It's a 2-year access course with the best speakers in the world together. So I invite you to be a part of this. You can write an email on gaurang@gmail.com to get a special 30% discount. Very soon with the online course starting from December, where me along with my colleagues across the world, including my teachers, Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Gajanang, Dr. Borkar, other colleagues in UK, in Croatia, will be joining to teach a 30-hour online course only on weekends with 25 lectures, with an access for 2 years for you to watch the videos again and again, with a with a WhatsApp group where you all will be joining and trying to solve cases every week. Also kind of training there, and this course will be starting in December. There is a special close to 25% discount for all you people for the early bird. So the seats have already started to kind of register. We have the last few seats. I want all of you to be a part of this, and I want to study with all of you together. So you have all the details, gaurang@gmail.com, and all the contact numbers. I look forward to have you with me. Thank you, bonjour, and merci beaucoup.